Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, as you all know, today is Vamanadeva, the day of appearance of Srila Vamanadeva, who came to protect, regain the heavenly planets and the other worlds for the demigods. He came as the son of Kashyapa and Aditi, and so this is a very auspicious day. So today we will discuss the pastimes of Vamanadeva and some lessons we can learn, some important points and different things we learned from the pastimes he performed. So we'll start the demigods and demons. After churning the milk ocean, they had a fight. The demons lost the fight, and after that Shukracharya, as he had the Sanjeevani mantra, he revived he revived many other the dead demons, and Bali Maharaj was also almost dead, so he revived him also, and all regained power. And after that Bali Maharaj, he started respecting and worshipping and doing many other menial services, offering whatever he had for the pleasure of his guru Shukracharya. And for other, Shukracharya was a descendant of Bhrigu, so he also used to serve the other Brahmana descendants of Bhrigu, and thus he pleased them. And then they were very pleased, and then they suggested to perform the Vishwajit Yajna, which is a yajna for conquering the entire universe. So then Bali Maharaj, he started doing the yajna, and they performed the yajna. And so when the ghee was offered in the yajna, then came a celestial chariot and bows and two quivers of infallible arrows came. And Prahlad Maharaj, who was also a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, who was his grandfather, he gave him an unfading garland, and Shukracharya gave him a conch shell. And after that, so in the chariot and with all the other demons, who were all his other demon associates, demon warriors, they all went to the heavenly planets to again retaliate, to fight the demigods, to conquer the three worlds. So then when they were going, they were coming to Swargaloka, Indradeva and other demigods. They see them, that they have, he looks really illustrious, very effulgent, very strong, and he looks like that nobody can gain victory above on him. So then Indradev and all other demigods, they go to Brihaspati, ask him what is this? How is he so strong? What happened? And then Brihaspati, he explains, yes, he has now pleased the Brahmanas and his guru Shukracharya, and now he is empowered by their Brahma Tejas. So Brahma Tejas is much more powerful than the strength of Kshatriyas, demigods. All of Brahma Tejas is the power of the Brahmanas, which they gain by different austerities, different other religious performances they do, their Agnihotra, other ceremonies. So it's it's more powerful than the demigods, what power they have. So Brihaspati says you can't defeat them now, so you better go and hide somewhere. You leave this planet, leave it, let him take it, you just go hide somewhere. So then the demigods, they take different forms and they run away from there. And then Bali Maharaj comes, everything is there set for him kind of. Now they went, so he just comes, sits on the throne, and then in that way then he conquered the three worlds. And after that the Brahmanas, they all decided then that he should do Ashwamedha Yajnas. So then he starts doing 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. So this is now he is doing the Ashwamedha Yajnas. And then on another side, Aditi Devi in Kashyapa Muni's ashram, Aditi Devi is very lamenting, she's very sad, she looks morose. And Kashyapa, he had been performing some austerities. So he comes back to the ashram, and then he uh, asks Aditya like, why are you so feeling so remorse? Why are you like there's no effulgence in your face? What happened? He asks different questions and like, did you not respect the guests or something like that? Some religious ceremonies did you not perform properly? But she says no, all is fine. But the demons have now conquered heaven and the three worlds, and our sons, like our children, the demigods, like Aditi, the Adityas are the sons of Aditi, and Bali Maharaj, they are all Daityas, sons of Diti. So now the Adityas, they are all suffering. They don't have any place to stay. They are not in the proper position. So then Kashyapa Muni, he first like says some little philosophy speaks how material attachment is not going like that, and then at last he says that you worship Vishnu, and he gives her the recommended process for worshipping Vishnu, Payovrata, which is there's in detail he has given the description of how to follow this vrata, this vow, and you only drink milk for 12 days, and then like that, and many other rituals. So then at last, then Aditi, she performs this, executes this Payovrata vow, and then she after on the 12th day, then Vishnu himself he appears, and then he says that come he will come and take birth as the son. And we also, actually, there's a background story for how Kashyapa and Aditi, they got Krishna Vishnu as the son. We see in their previous lifetime they were Prishni and Sutapa. So they performed austerities for many thousands of years, thousands of celestial years, and then Vishnu, he came and he said that I will take birth as your children. They asked three times that we want you to take birth as our son. So then he said that I will take birth as your son in next three lifetimes. And he took birth as their son as Prishni Garbha. Then next, this is the next one, second one, Vamanadeva. And third, we all know Krishna, he took birth as son of Vasudeva and Devaki. So here, so then he assures them again that now I will come and take birth as your son. And then we see on the Dvadashi, Shravana Dvadashi, or also called Vijaya Dvadashi, noon time when the sun was on meridian, Vamanadev, first Vishnu, he appeared in his four-armed Narayana form, and we see like for us the planets when they are situated when we take birth according to our karma and according to the planets, whatever the situation, wherever they're positioned, we have our horoscope which will like decide our future. But for Lord, when he was taking birth, all the planets, they like went to their position, the best like position they could be, the most auspicious position. So we see like when the Lord comes, everything adjusts for the Lord. All the pastimes, the plays, all the situation, everything is adjusted for the Lord. So it's not like that he also comes as a normal baby, like he takes birth as one of us. He is the Supreme Lord and everything is transcendental. We see, so therefore we see like all these different situations and the demigods, Gandharvas, all these celestial beings, they were singing, dancing, and we also see that these planets were their position was very auspicious. And then we see he first came in the four-armed form, Narayana, and after that, said like just like a theatrical actor, he changed his form just in front of Kashyapa and Aditi. He changed his form to Vamana, a dwarf. Vamana means a dwarf. So this is the Prabhupada even gives the title Vamana, the dwarf incarnations. So then he took that form, the dwarf Brahmana boy, and then we see they perform the birthday ceremony and other ceremonies, and then we see it is here also it's mentioned that how the different uh, demigods and demigoddesses uh, gifted him different gifts. I'll just read that translation. Yeah, at the sacred thread ceremony of Vamanadeva, the sun god personally uttered the Gayatri mantra. Brihaspati offered the sacred thread, and Kashyapa Muni offered a straw belt. Mother Earth gave him a deer skin, and the demigod of the moon, who is the king of the forest, gave him a Brahmadanda, the rod of a brahmachari. His mother Aditi gave him cloth for underwear, and the deity presiding over the heavenly kingdom offered him an umbrella. When Vamana, O king, Lord Brahma offered a water pot to the inexhaustible Supreme Personality of Godhead. The seven sages offered him kusha grass, and Mother Saraswati gave him a string of Rudraksha beads. When Vamanadeva had thus been given the sacred thread, Kuvera, the king of the Yakshas, gave him a pot for begging alms, and Mother Bhagavati, the wife of Lord Shiva and the most chaste mother of the entire universe, gave him his first alms. So we see that demigods and all other living beings, all other higher authorities, they're all subordinate to Krishna, to Vishnu. So, and they also offer they have to, and it's their duty to offer whatever they have and offer something to the Lord. So we see that all the demigods, they came and offered some gifts to the Lord, and also we see that this Vamana incarnation, the Lord, he can come in any form. He is now here. Before he took so many incarnations, he took as a boar. Boar is considered a very low animal. And then so many other he takes incarnations, but he is not limited to that form. It's not a material body, and even though whatever form he takes, he is transcendental, and he never loses any of his six opulences or any other shaktis. He is always in full. Whatever form he takes, whatever time he appears, whenever he appears, it's all auspicious. And so then we see after that, after he was given these gifts, then he slowly goes to the place where Bali Maharaj was performing the sacrifice. So the place is Brigu Kacha, which is now Bharuch. So there he goes, and Bali Maharaj is performing Ashwamedha Yajna there, and then he goes, and then Bali Maharaj, he receives him, washes his feet, and then he sprinkles the water on his head. So it's said that the sprinkling of water on his head, he is following Shiva, who accepts the water of Ganga on his head, which the Ganga, it touches the toes of the lotus feet of the Lord, and he accepts from the head. So similarly, Bali Maharaj also does that. He sprinkles that water on his head, and it's said that Shiva is a Mahajana. Prabhupada explains that Shiva is a Mahajana, and Bali Maharaj, by following another Mahajana, he also becomes another Mahajana. So we see Bali Maharaj actually is a pure devotee. He is a Mahajana, but also he had this demoniac kind of some tendencies, in the sense like, because he is a demon, the leader of the Daityas, he goes and fights with the demigods, he conquers the Svargaloka, and so that is like the demoniac tendency kind of. But still he is a pure devotee of the Lord. We also see Vritrasura, he also attacked Indra, but still he is always a pure devotee of the Lord. We see that very clearly, it's described in the Bhagavatam. So then when he comes, then Bali Maharaj, he asks like, how can I serve you? What can I offer you? What do you want? Like that. And then Vamanadeva, he says that actually like, I don't want much. I just want my 3 steps of land. So then like he says, is actually the catch is here, because when he says that, the shloka, I'll just read. He says Tasma, it's 16 verse 19 chapter, canto 8. Tasmat tvatto mahim ishad vrineham varadarshabhat padani trini daityendra sammitani pada mama. So, O king of the Daityas, from your majesty, who come from such a noble family, and who are able to give charity munificently, I ask only 3 paces of land to the measurement of my steps. So he says very nicely, Sammitani Padamama. So it should be, he's asked 3 steps of land, but it should be measured by my foot. So the catch is here. This is the way he cheats the demons, the Asuras, Bali Maharaj, and this is the main part that this is how the whole pastime unfolds. And before this, he nicely praises Bali Maharaj. He says, your lineage, Hiranyaksha came, Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj, your father Virochana, all were charitable persons, like not all, but Virochana, Prahlad Maharaj, all are charitable persons. So you are also such a great person, you're king, and you are very favorable to Brahmanas. Like this, he praises, and then he asks. And then he says, this is just how much I want. I don't want to have too much. And then Bali Maharaj, he says, you are speaking very intelligently. You are, I can say, you are quite learned, but you are still a small boy. So that's why you're just asking for 3 steps of land. So I think so. You're not intelligent. You should think nicely, and you ask how much you will need. Because with 3 steps of land, what can you do? Nothing you can do. So think you need to use your intelligence. You don't look intelligent because you are asking such a almost nothing. What will you do with 3 steps of land? You can't even sit there or lie down there. It's just very less. So then he says. Then again, Vamanadeva, he starts saying that no, it's enough. 3 steps is enough. Otherwise, if you see like that, then I will never be, nobody can be satisfied with whatever he has. Like he also says the verse, Yavanto Vishaya Preshtas Trilokyam Ajitendriyam Ashaknuvanti Te Sarve Pratipurayatum Nripa. So the main thing is Pratipurayatum Nripa. They can't satisfy. Even if you have the 3 worlds, if you have all the 7 islands, everything in the world, still if you are not satisfied with, if you have to be self-satisfied. Otherwise, you can't be satisfied with, even if you have the whole planet. So for me, this much is enough. So I'll be just satisfied with this. So we can see how intelligently Vamanadeva is speaking. You can't even doubt that Vamanadeva could take such a huge form and measure the whole universe. He's speaking like, no, it's enough. Why should it's enough. Otherwise, I will not be satisfied with everything that can be given. So in this way, he speaks more things about this, like being not attached. And then Bali Maharaj, so he takes water so that he can fulfill his promise, and then before giving charity. So but then Shukracharya, he stops him and he says, no, this you don't give charity to this person. This brahmachari boy who is looking here like brahmachari boy, a brahmana, small boy, he is Vishnu, and he has come just to snatch the 3 worlds from you. He wants to take everything from you, so don't believe him. And then he gives a whole list of different verses. He speaks and then he quotes some different references also, and he says, you can cheat in different circumstances, and this you can lie. Actually, you have not said Om. If you say Om, then it's then the promise is true. Otherwise, you can still break it or something. Many different things like that. And he says even one verse, Trishu Narama Vivahecha Vrityarthe Prana Sankate Go Brahmanarthe Himsayam Nanritam Syad Jugupsitam. So that in these different situations, like for the sake of joke, or during a marriage, or to get protect yourself from from danger which is dangerous to your life, or to protect brahmanas and cows, you can lie is not condemned. So in this way, he just tries his best to convince Bali Maharaj not to give it to Vishnu. So the thing is, here we see Shukracharya, he became demonic, atheistic. Like he knew that Vishnu was there. So actually, a proper guru, he should have told him, yes, you give him, don't even ask him how much, you just give him everything. But here he is saying, no, don't give him. So he is guiding him in the wrong way. So then Bali Maharaj, um, he gives he gives reply. So he says that actually no, this lie is to say his lie is not good. He gives some different so some a lot of philosophy is spoken, and then he also says that once Mother Bhumi, she said that Sattvam shodhum alam manye rite lika param naram. That I think so, that like she says that I can manage the weight, all the weight of the mountains, everything. I can bear that weight, but I can't I can't just bear the weight of a liar, a person who's a liar. So Rite means without, alika param naram. So without that, everything else I can manage to bear the weight. But this is too heavy for me. So he says that he can't tell a lie. And then he says, even if he's Vishnu, still I will give him, no problem. And I have given my promise. So then Shukracharya, he is the Paramatma inspires him to curse Bali Maharaj. So he curses that because you think now you are too smart and you know more than your guru knows, and you are not following my order, you will be soon bereft of all your material opulences. So and then we see very soon he is bereft of all his opulences. Vamanadeva takes his everything. So then Bali Maharaj, he actually in this place he has rejected Guru. But actually he is not, Shukracharya is not fit to be Guru. We see Bali Maharaj, he rejected Shukracharya here. But actually Shukracharya is not fit to be the Guru. This is actually a very important point here, that giving up such a false Guru is actually proper. It must be done. We see Jiva Goswami, he also gives a verse that Guror apyavaliptasya karya karyam ajanataha utpatthya pratipannasya parityago vidhiyate. So a guru who is like going off path from the path of righteousness or proper path, and here actually the proper path is following Krishna. If now here the Supreme Personality of Godhead is there, but and the proper dharma is to follow that we should follow Krishna, we should serve Krishna. That is the proper dharma for all living beings. But Shukracharya is saying no, reject, don't give him anything and just send him away. So this is he is now deviating from the path of religion. And karya karyam ajanataha. He is saying something which is not to be done. He is not knowing what is to be done, what is not to be done. Karya karyam ajanataha. And so therefore parityago vidhiyate. So therefore we should give up such a guru. And also it is said in Bhagavatam, Guru na sasyad, swajano na sasyad, pita na sasyad, janani na sasyad, daivam na tatsyan, na patishcha sasyan, damocha yedyah samupeta mrityum. So this is like, one should not be a guru, a father, mother, a relative, or a well-wisher if he can't lead his dependents to to liberation, to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Shukracharya, he is now just teaching the opposite of dharma. He is instructing Bali Maharaj wrongly. So Bali Maharaj, he gives him, like he rejects him by not following his order. And then his wife, Bali Maharaj's wife, brings water, and then they do Padabhisheka of Vamanadeva, and then again they sprinkle the water. And then then Vamanadeva, he starts measuring the universe. So he starts expanding his body, and he expands his body, like he keeps on expanding his body. His body is expanding, and it starts covering the entire universe. First, from the lower planets to Bhurloka, to Earth planet, he covers with one one step, and actually the whole universal form is described in Vamadeva's body. Bali Maharaj and everybody, they see the whole universal form. They see like every they see like mountains, rivers, all in his body, everything, all the demigods, Prajapatis, everybody they see in his body. They see even themselves in his body. So the universal form is also kind of manifested there. So then Bali Maharaj and all others are shocked to see this form, but Bali Maharaj is still determined. He's not stopping like to give his form. He is like determined, and he's not deviated from his determination. And then we see then Vamanadev, he takes second step, and he lifts his left leg, and the left leg it pierces through the crust of the material universe. So it covers all the Maharloka, Tapaloka, Janaloka, all these Swargaloka, all these higher heavenly planets, planetary systems. It covers all that, and Satyaloka at last, and then it pierces the crust of the universe. And there Brahmadev, when he sees the lotus feet of the Lord, then with all the demigods, all other celestial beings, all rishis, they come, start offering prayers, different worship. They worship the lotus feet of the Lord. And Brahmadev, he pours water from his Kamandalu on the lotus feet of the Lord. And Prabhupada, and the verse says that that water then comes down as Ganga. And Prabhupada also, he says that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he says here that that this water, Brahmadev's Kamandalu water, and then the Karana ocean, that water also, and Narayana also appeared as water, as Ganga. So all these three waters, they combine, and together they are the combination of these three waters is Ganga. So this is Prabhupada says in his purport, and he refers to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary for this. So this Ganga, so then Brahma's Kamandalu water and Karana ocean's water, and then this Narayana, who appears like takes the form of Ganga. So these three combination, it falls down, and then after this, so now the whole universe, everything is measured. Now Bali Maharaj doesn't have anything to give. So everything has been measured, everything has been taken away, and the demigods, so I mean the demons, they are now upset. They say that this brahmachari who has taken this form of Vamana, he is actually Vishnu, the cheater. They say Mayavinam. Mayavi means like a cheater. So he has now cheated you, and now they all go to attack Vishnu. But then other associates of Vamanadev, Vishnu, Nanda, Sunanda, all those his associates and some associates, they stop, and then they start killing the demons. And then later, after some time, when the Soma drink is offered in sacrifice, then at that time, according to the Lord's will, Garuda Dev, he binds Bali Maharaj by the Nagapasha of Vamanadeva. So here we also, so until this, like we see that he has covered the entire universe, but actually there's nothing of this is Bali Maharaj. Everything is actually the Lord's, like it's Sarvaloka Maheshwara. So he is Sarvaloka, he is the proprietor of all the entire universes, and all other planets. And so then actually there's nothing for him to give. Here also Prabhupada, he gives the analogy of when we go to enter the Ganges, the Ganga water, in the river. So then we take some water in our palms and offer it in the river. So actually by giving that water which we pour in the river, actually we are not increasing the amount of the water. It's just done for our benefit, and it's our devotion. So in that way, Bali Maharaj also, he didn't have, actually nothing is his. It's all Ishavasyam Idam Sarvam. But still, he has given it So that makes him, shows that he is a pure devotee of the Lord. And and actually, by giving it also to the Lord, he doesn't lose anything, because the Lord is just giving him devotional service. And so after this, when he was bound by the Nagapasha Vamanadeva, then later, then the Lord asks him. So now, okay, I covered the whole entire universe with my two steps, but I don't know where to keep my third step. Can you tell me where? Or otherwise, you have to be sent to the hellish planets like that. So then he says, Bali Maharaj says, yes, you can keep it, the third foot on my third step on my head. So then in that he offers his mind, words, body, everything. So he offers it to the Lord. And this is actually Atmanivedanam. We see the nine processes of devotional service. So Bali Maharaj is the famous example for Atmanivedanam. So he offered himself for the Lord. So then the Lord is very pleased, and there are many details. Prahlad Maharaj, he comes there, and when he sees his grandson so much devoted to Vishnu, to Vamanadeva, and when he sees him, then he is very pleased, and he also says that to the Lord, he prays to the Lord, his prayers that he says, actually, I have shown your mercy upon my grandson Bali Maharaj by taking away all his wealth. So, because actually material opulence is a stumbling block for devotional service. Of course, devotees, they can also engage it properly, but still attachment is there, then you become illusion. So then Bali Maharaj had become illusion by his power, by his opulence. So therefore, this Vamana, he is protecting him from that illusion by taking away everything. Krishna also says, I think so, to Uddhava in the Bhagavatam 10th canto, that Yasyaham Anugrahnami Harishye Tadhanam Shanaihi. So that for whom, if I want to favor somebody, I snatch away all their opulences. Slowly I take away all their opulences. So we see that when that is done, then we become more detached. We understand. Then again we can focus on devotional service. Otherwise we become too much entangled in material opulence, material enjoyment. So here very important thing is how Bali Maharaj, we see he, so therefore he lost all his opulence. And also in the purport, Prabhupada writes that Bali Maharaj, he thought that so now I have lost all my possessions, but proprietor of the possessions is also a big thing, because like the question might arise, but Vamanadeva's foot was so huge, so Bali Maharaj like is so small in comparison. So how can like it be, for the size of the foot, it can't just be enough. But then Prabhupada explains that Bali Maharaj thought that if he also offers himself, he was the proprietor of all these opulences and everything. So then he is also like something enough for the Lord. So then he, like in that way, he offers everything he has, and he offers himself. And this is total full surrender, which in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. So this is the principle. Give up everything. And then there's nothing to fear. Krishna says he will protect us from all dangers, everything. And we see, Aham tam sarva pape mokshayishyami ma suchaha. So actually we see that now Bali Maharaj has been purified, and he has been reminded like of the pure devotional service, and he is not full in that full material opulence, and he can practice. And then he is sent by the Lord to Sutala planet. So even though it's a lower planet, still we see the Lord, it's actually that whole city was constructed by Vishwakarma, by the Lord's desire. And then Bali Maharaj is the king there, and Vamanadeva himself is always the doorkeeper there. So we see like actually here it looks like the Lord is doing a great favor for the demigods. But actually he is giving them some favor, but it's just material opulence. There's nothing so big about it. The demigods are actually lower devotees than Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj is much higher level. So the demigods, of course, there is some favor, but it's material level. But for Bali Maharaj, he has given spiritual favor. He has given him, like the Bali Maharaj offered himself. So now he is in devotional service of the Lord, and we can see how the Lord reciprocates. Also, he is now the doorkeeper of the Lord, and he of Bali Maharaj, and always he is protecting him. So we can, like he says that, and also anybody disturbs any demons, if they don't follow your rule, then my Sudarshan Chakra will kill him. He gives him assurance. So this is, we see the Lord, how he protects his devotees, and this is the highest favor he can do. The favor of demigods gift is just material and it's temporary. Again, some other time, again some other asuras will come, fight, defeat the demigods, again take their opulence. So, but Bali Maharaj's devotion, nobody can stop. He is pure devotee, and it's the highest and most eternal gift or favor which could be done by the Lord. And we see in this pastime that the most important thing is that here the Lord, of course, he came to regain to give the planets, the heavenly planets, and all their other opulences back to the demigods. But actually, there's another also reason, that he came to test his pure devotee. He tests his pure devotee for what? So that he can be glorified. Like now we see Bali Maharaj, he was tested, and at last, and he passed the test. He offered himself Atmanivedanam, and now he is glorified as one of the most exalted devotees, as a Mahajana. So the Lord, he always wants to glorify his devotees. So any pastime, anything he does, there's always some relation with the devotees. He wants to glorify them. Any pastime, it may look like maybe the devotee falls down, like we see Vritrasura, he became a demon, but still he always remembered Krishna. So it's like he is glorified also as a pure devotee of the Lord. And same way Bali Maharaj. So this is all these pastimes, like Prahlad Maharaj also. He was tortured by Hiranyakashipu so much, but he never deviated from his faith. So this is how the Lord, he tests his devotees, and he may put them in very dangerous situation, precarious situation, but at last the devotees are glorified. And so Vamanadeva, uh, so in this pastime we have actually many lessons. Most important is that we should offer ourselves to how much ever we can. Actually, we should fully surrender, but we should at least try how much ever we can, how much we is possible. We should do service. We should engage in the service, and in this way, we can attain pure devotional service and thus please the Lord. So today is Vamanadeva. So we should all pray to the Lord Vamanadeva to please bless us with the power, with the determination, with the faith that he will take care of us, and we should be capable to fully surrender. Today is also Jiva Goswami's appearance day. So also great Acharya Jiva Goswami, he wrote so many books, so many commentaries on different books, and one of the 6 Goswamis. So we should pray to Jiva Goswami and all other Acharyas to give us guidance how to, and of course they have given us through their books. We should pray for their mercy, and today we can pray also for Vamana's mercy, so that we can be steady in our devotional service. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments?
Hare Krishna. So this demigods offered various items to Vamanadev. So is there any significance of those items?
What sense significance means? I don't know.
Any particular reason umbrella is given in this and that?
I don't know the many. If there might be other deep reasons, but usually he took the form of a brahmachari boy. So we see that that danda was given. The danda, Vamanadeva, he gave the danda. So that is for brahmacharis. They hold that danda, and then he was giving brahmacharis also they big arms. So then he was given that pot, and the deer skin is like simplicity, so austerity. Maybe there are some other deep reasons also. Somebody else, you know.
Yeah, I think I heard a similar point because he came as a brahmachari student. All these items are fit, for a brahmachari to carry, and the idea why a brahmachari carries all these items is it's all required. These are the minimum required things, or you can say maximum required things for him to practice his sadhana. So he's wandering different places. So wherever he goes, he doesn't need to look for items. So he should do his sadhana. Importance of sadhana is also conveyed that all these items are enough to do his sadhana properly. So where any time, any place, any circumstances, sadhana is important. So another point I think somewhere I heard in some lecture. So these items are given. So I thought some more point was there. You can add, I thought. That's why I asked.
वामनद्वादशी की जय। श्री